Applications and Plans is a module in IBM Planning Analytics Workspace that can assist with your planning process by grouping assets into clear logical steps that you want a team to complete. For instance, it's time to budget for a new financial year, which involves contribution from many departments across many regions. A simple top-down planning approach could go: Step 1. CEO sets a sales target. Step 2. Regional general managers distribute sales target by department. Step 3. Sales managers distribute sales target by category. Each step would have unique assets beneficial for that team to complete their job. On IBM Planning Analytics Workspace, I'll show you how to create the first two steps and select unique assets each group needs to do their job and allow them to submit when they are okay with their plan. I mentioned earlier that there are two types, an application and plan. An application contains related assets with no actions required to complete the task. A plan is a group of assets that are organized into steps. A due date can be assigned to the team to complete the task. Although steps can be ordered, it isn't mandatory to complete the steps in order. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to set up a plan. First, you need books that are shared. Here I have 4 books. These books can contain objects from IBM Planning Analytics like views from a cube, widgets, graphs, action buttons, and team on web. Many objects can be added in a book to provide the information a team needs to do their job. So, let's create a plan. Give the plan a name. You can add a description and logo to personalize it more. Next, I'm going to add a step. The first step is for the CEO. I'm going to set a date on when it's due. I want the CEO to submit their plan, then make it available. Next, I'm going to add assets for the CEO. Select the group responsible. And that's it, the plan is done for the CEO. I'll add another step for the general manager, which is the same process. I'll add a name for the step. When it's due, that it needs to be submitted, and I'll make the step public. Then go to Assets to pick the books that this group needs. And last, select the General Manager groups for this step. I won't be creating a step for the Sales Manager because I'm sure you get the idea. To make the plan available, turn on the status here and activate the step here. To define who belongs to which group, you will need to be an administrator. Let's see how this is set up under Administration. Head to Users and Groups. And here are all the users and the role that they play on the platform. There are 4 roles in Planning Analytics Workspace, and all except the consumer can create an application or plan. Groups are created here. Under Manage, I can assign users to the group. Harry's the CEO. Olive is a part of GM Australia. There's no one in GM New Zealand, so I'll add Molly to the group who belongs here. Now that the plan is set up, let's go through how it looks as the CEO. The plan will appear on the home page that can be selected. The step available for the user will show assets that they can use. Comments can be left for the plan. And the last step is to select Submit. Now that the plan has been submitted for the CEO, I'm going to go to the back end as the administrator to see how it is tracked. Because the CEO is the only group that's required for this step, it's at 100% and it's complete. If you would like the group to revisit the plan, head to Edit Step. and simply select Reset to reset the plan. Next, let's look at the step called Plan Departments. Here, the group GM Australia and GM New Zealand are involved in this submission. I'll log in as Olive, who is a GM of Australia, and submit the step. In the backend, it'll appear as 50% complete, since the step is waiting for the GM of New Zealand to complete their submission. As you can see with a plan, you can group assets and define clear steps. Plus, you can get teams to submit when they have completed their plan, making the process easy to track. All this on IBM Planning Analytics Workspace could help make your planning process easier.